as for now, I've just realised I can click the mic thing and it will mute it, so I'll do that instead. We have got a low TV Lizardmen team, so more Lizardmen. It's unfortunate, not because I hate playing Lizardmen, but it's unfortunate getting the same team over like in a row. Makes it marginally less interest to watch. But yeah, he has a bunch of petty cash. So I'm going to go grab me drink now, and someone can let me know what inducements he picked when I come back.
Are you ready, Bob?
I was born ready, Jim.
He went Halfling Master Chef and a Babe, which I'm less worried about than I am the old. Like, I would have been more worried if he went like Bribe Wizard. I feel like, granted, he got all my rerolls, which is a problem, but we'll have to do what we can. And yeah, the TV is starting to go up a bit, but I generally, on my teams, I won't. I'm not really one for trying to like reduce my TV by firing players or only having level 1 linemen or things like that. I generally just play with teams, like level them up, enjoy it, and then see what happens. Like I said before, if I end up playing really high TV teams, then so be it. Like we will see how we go. We will see how we go. Yeah, he only had 3, and he's had 3 off me. Unfortunately, the Halfling Chef has nicked all 3 of my rerolls, which is unfortunate. But it would have been nice if he left us with 1. But that is why you buy the Halfling Chef. You want to do some work. So again, he's going to protect his skinks. It looks like. I think. So yeah, this could turn out to be an interesting game. I mean, it's is he going to leave a skink here for me to punch? If he is, I'm almost certainly going to do it. Right, what's he got? He's got guard. Okay, so he's got a level 3 Crocs with break, tackle, and guard. Okay, so he kept the Crocs without getting the double, which I wouldn't do it, but again, it's not wrong. Break tackle is really good. I do prefer firing them. If oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I do like. I'm not saying that the TV thing is bad. Our rerolls, Samford, he has 6 and I have 0 at the moment. Yeah, no, I do understand the purpose of managing your TV. I just I don't feel like there's anywhere on this team specifically at the moment that we can dump TV just for the sake of dumping it. Like, we almost certainly want Tackle Mighty Blow guy here. I'd very much like the catcher here.
You know, I often think
Mighty Blow Tackle Dodge guy.
If we just got rid of
you go there.
Got straight to the baby.
You go there.
That would be blood without the bow.
Actually, we'll extend a lineman in there. We very much want to try and pile up on this side and kill these skinks. That's the plan, anyway. Dirty player guy is going to come over here. And you are going to be over here. And you kick guy are going to protect the ball somewhat. Okay, so yeah, this is a little... We're going to kind of go with this and see what happens. If he gets a blitz, it might be annoying, but yep, the 0 rerolls is going to be a pain, but you know, we do have a lot of team value on him, and we got one, which is nice. That is such an amazing kick. Oh my god. Okay then. Right, well, this guy's got to go stand over here straight away.
Tries to secure the ball.
Okay, I'm not even sure if we can't even... Oh god, we can't even... I feel like there is the distinct possibility that we are going to pick the ball up and immediately throw it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, first things first. First things first, we punch a skink.
Should be good.
Yeah, we could side cage it. Oh, that would be... That's... Oh. Just right off the bat. Just... Oh, take that. Oh. Well, there goes his Apo. Okay, right, now things are slightly more... Yeah, see, we're almost certainly gonna... It does mean we have to run an extra... Like, we will... I feel like we will do this just in case. Like, I still haven't quite decided what we want to do here. A lot of it depends on this. That works. Anna Kournikova's a tennis player. That is amazing as well. So now we get a 2 dice on the Skink's got wrestle, but sorry, the Saurus has got wrestle, but we are okay with this. You can stay, good sir. Alright, and now, because now we can get some more players in. Right, if we was gonna cage up, I feel like stay. I feel like this is not exactly crazy to think that we could cage here. Maybe. Don't know. Stick a guy here to be on the safe side. Okay, so we've got to roll some dice here. I really hope we don't fail the going for it. Oh. Well, there goes our 1 reroll. What an amazing kick. Oh. Well, we had 1 reroll, but it's immediately gone on the double ones. But we injured a skink and we knocked out the Crocs, so it would be unfair of us to bitch and moan too much about that crappy set of dice because we had a good set. So, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. The saving grace is, it's not like you can get a million players over here, and if we do manage to pick the ball up, I'm fairly confident we can make this pass. Yeah, Snake Eyes hurts. Snake Eyes hurts. Okay, so there's the blitz. So he's definitely going to get a chance at the ball, but it's always going to be... Oh, okay. I'm actually not convinced that this is necessarily the right thing for him to do. No, actually, it probably is. It probably is. It's probably far easier for him to get skinks somewhere else on the pitch than it is for me to get my humans. That was actually very fortunate for us.
Casualty so early in the match? Hey,
but we are probably going to end up now having to make a dodge with this guy with no reroll, which really sucks, but we will see. We will see. We're almost certainly going to blitz the skink again. I don't know. Can we serve the Saurus now? Oh, that... I don't know. God, the 1 dice. He made the 1 dice. Never mind. Well, hopefully the ogre can stand back up again and go tie these guys up. Okay, right, and now it just becomes a case of what do we want to do here? We almost certainly want to. We want to get these. We want to get this guy off the touchline. So I'm gonna blitz and run him around.
Little air for the ball cannon.
That's kind of unfortunate because now we're gonna have to go around, but I don't really mind about going around. Like either the dog succeeds or the dodge fails. Is this a tackle? No. Right, there's a tackle one. So we're gonna put a tackle. We're probably gonna do it next to both these skinks. Actually, we'll put a tackle blitzer next to both these skinks. Now I'd very much like to put this one next to both of those skinks, but we're going to do that last. I feel like no, I don't know. Yeah, actually, no. You know what? We're going to put him next to him. We're going to put this guy over here, actually, and then we're going to make our dodge. If the ball ends up on the floor over here somewhere, it's not ideal, but. Right, okay, so that's good. That's good. Now we've got a hope. Do we try and pass it here? I mean, the guy's got block. And if we were to pass it, where would we go anyway? I mean, this is a lot safer. I honestly don't know, actually. No, I feel like we probably actually just try and make this a little bit safer and go from here. Like, we've got out of that reasonably well, considering how terrible the kick was. And this guy is going to... I'd very much like him to just get away from here, but we'll see. Okay, so we did fail a dodge. We did fail a dodge, but not the worst thing in the world. And now we will see what happens. I feel like that went about as well as could be expected. Injuring the skink early on is very nice, and he doesn't have a bench as well. His Apo's gone, and he doesn't have a bench. And now we really want to kill skinks wherever possible. We really hope our dirty player comes back, though. I'd very much like to have the dirty player to stamp on the skinks, but we will see. So that's at least two Saurus tied up, so he's going to get 1 free, but and he can almost certainly, again, he's almost certainly going to get a 2 dice blitz here. He could almost certainly get a 2 dice blitz here. I feel like in this situation, what he would have been better off doing would have been, it's still going to be 2 dice anyway, but I feel like he could have punched downwards and then gone in that way. But either way, it really doesn't make a difference, and that's good for him. We've just got to hope we can. We keep enough tackle zones on the ball that we can... Oh, that's a result. These linemen ball carriers. Isn't the ball carrier... No, the dirty player got knocked out, unfortunately. Which is a shame. That one there is kick. He's the kick lineman. So yeah, we're back to maybe making a dodge with no rerolls. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe there's probably a way we can maybe make another. We can cage up again here. Yeah, he is the kicker. It's a shame, like that. It's just that guy's not the tackle guy, so that's fine. I would very much like him to fall over at least once with these guys, but we'll see. Oh, there's one. Like, not so much so that he stays falling over, just because again, I really needed to burn some rerolls, but... right. Hope you... the bonehead really hurts.
I think he's moving. No, he's not.
Okay. So you are going to stand up because you give me guard. How many dice would I get here? More to the point, how many dice would I get here? I'd need... He has got no guard, so I'd need 3, 4, 5. I can get... No, maybe not. That would require a dodge. Okay, so I almost certainly want to do this. Try and get 2 dice this way. That works.
And below the belt at the same time.
Probably this way.
And let the pretty little dog, I mean the ball carrier,
Oh, that's
go.
a dodge. Don't want to do that. There we go. That's all good.
It's like peeling an onion. Remove the layers.
Right, and now it becomes a case of, do you want to try and pass it with the we could maybe actually sideline cage. Stick a guy here, a guy here. See what happens. I mean, it's going to be mainly skinks we have to deal with at the moment. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could do it that way. Okay, that might not be the worst idea in the world. It's still awkward. It's not ideal, but he still has to, you know, make a lot of rolls, move a lot of skinks and stuff around to get there. I feel like here is a good spot because it stops the Saurus coming across, and then we see what happens.
On the edge of the
I very much want to get this guy next to more skinks. Yeah, we could have dodged out and we could have thrown to the blitzer, but I feel like throwing with the lineman to the blitzer with no re-rolls, there's a lot that can go wrong now, and I feel like because we've got a Saurus off the pitch and a skink, like because we've got a man advantage, I feel like with our guard and the blitzers, we should be in a reasonably good spot to be able to block our way out of it. I think if we were even and he still had 11 players on the pitch, then yeah, we might be having to do things a little even more riskier. But I feel like we're kind of okay here. I feel like these guys have no real easy way to get over here. These 2 Saurus are tied up. This one can't go over here. So I feel like we've got at least 1 turn of breathing room. Is the thinking behind this. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it turns out to be not spectacular, but I think we might be alright. I mean, it would actually be really nice to score on a lineman. I'm not quite sure what we would give him. Maybe tackle, I guess. I don't know. It depends. We shall see. Maybe.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
Maybe diving tackle would be good again. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, this is all kind of like just scrambling for position because of the fact that the kick was amazing. Like the kick lined on the opposite side to where we were lined up here. Like that, a kick like this is always hard to deal with. Like, okay, so he's got around with the one guy, made the going for it.
More the merrier.
But that is good for us. I assume if I was him, I would take the wrestle maybe. Yeah, and get players on the ball. Although saying that does make it much easier for us to get out. Like, and now I feel like there is the distinct possibility we move out. This is where we might do the handoff play. I feel like we might, depending on where everything ends up, we might blitz this guy away and just hand off, run and pass to him. We'll see. We'll see. Depends how far away everyone is and whether we could... I'm not sure how safe we could make that, actually. I would very much like... I'd very much like the thrower to be free. Stunty dodge for 2 dice uphill surf. He'd already used the his blitz though, so unfortunately he didn't have a chance to do it. And then what do we want to do here? Yeah, I mean I feel like this is definitely risky, but okay, so we're going to stand this guy up first. Like, there's no point not to do that first. I want to take 2 dice here. This is the Mighty Blow. I feel like we really do want to punch skinks wherever we can. Don't feel like there's ever a reason not to punch a skink.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
Written? Players can barely speak,
And then,
Jim,
oh, this is
let
actually
alone
for
write.
skink. Yeah, we're probably...
You've entered.
I would very much love to take him out. And then the stun is nice. I feel like there was almost certainly the possibility for us to tie up a bunch of skinks. I'm just thinking if we go down here. I feel like
Safety in numbers.
yeah, you know what? I feel like if we do a good job at just tying up these Saurus, we will eventually get to the stage where we're just punching. I want to go in here for now. Like again, I don't really feel like there's any good way for him to get. I mean, you can get some skinks down here, but if you get skinks down here, we really don't care. Like,
That's a strike made with technique and precision.
it's a shame we haven't got Dirty Player guy on the pitch because I would quite happily stamp on that guy. I'm not going to go uphill. Okay, so I feel like we're doing all right. Numbers, yeah. I definitely see the point of doing it, like dodging, try and serve the ball carrier. There is definitely the opportunity for him to have done it. I was surprised that after he did this and made the wrestle play, that he didn't run a guy down here to at least put a tackle zone on the ball. That was a bit strange. And yeah, like the sideline cage is never like I don't like doing it. I'm not very good at it. I always feel like I'm taking a massive risk by caging on the sideline anyway. It's just because of the way it worked out with the kick and everything. But yeah. Robo Witch. I'm not sure if I've seen you in chat before, Robo Witch, but oh, we got injured by a skink. But welcome anyway. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. As much as I hate to lose that guy, we're going to do without him because we've got a bunch of subs. But really, losing one of our Mighty Blow guys really hurts. Fortunately, we still have another one to punch skinks with. But you hate to get injured by a skink. It doesn't. It never feels good. Okay, that's a result. Although he can still wrestle, and that leaves him an opportunity to get a. Yeah, exactly. It was the ponytailed legend himself. Like. You can't. What is the world coming to when skinks are injuring Steven Seagal? Yeah, I'm really disappointed in a. I'm not disappointed. I am finding it a little unfortunate our lack of a dirty player. I feel like this is all not helping. Granted, we can recover from this. We can recover from this. It's kind of unfortunate though. I feel like in the first few turns of this game, considering how well considering how we managed to get ourselves out of the problem we had with the kick, and the amount of time we've spent punching stuff to the ground, that suddenly he's ended up with more injuries than we have, which is always mildly disappointing. But if we can get 2 dice here, we will definitely punch another Saurus. We would really love just one proper injured Saurus. That would be great. Don't think we're in a situation where we want to foul just yet. I'm going to take my 2 dice blocks. You can stay. Okay, right. Now we're in a reasonable spot, I would say. How far can you get? We can't make this overly safe, which is a problem. I do keep. I'm going to keep punching skinks. There is no reason why we wouldn't keep punching skinks.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
There we go. There's another KO. That's good.
Yes, the unmistakable sign of the player's eyes rolling up into his head.
And now we see. Yeah, again, the problem we've got is this is. I mean, block dodge. We would very much like to kind of hand the ball off to the catcher, but it seems like it's awfully risky. It seems a little risky, but I feel like it might be worth it. I'm not sure, because the catcher has block and dodge, so I feel like we're going to try it. I feel like handing it to the catcher is going to be safer than, and he should be able to catch it with catch. Like, there we go. Again, this is not particularly this is not amazingly safe, but I feel like it's reasonable enough that the only players he's going to be able to get close to us next turn are a bunch of skinks again. So if that turns out to be the case, then I'm okay with that, because then we just punch skinks again. And hopefully these guys are all tied up enough that they can't really do anything. Like, it's weird that we're it's kind of strange that we're already turn 5, turn 6, and he still hasn't had to use any of his 6 rerolls. And yeah, that wasn't when I say it was risky, I just mean because handing off, there's always a chance it goes wrong. But yeah, no, it's not exactly a high risk play. The catcher should be able to catch it with a reroll from a catch, so you would hope that would work out. It's just that in Blood Bowl being Blood Bowl, there is always the possibility that everything just goes completely tits up when you least want it to. And because of the spot we're in, if he did mess it up for whatever reason and the ball squirted out this way, then we was probably in real trouble. Oh, so we got stunned. That's okay. We did KO the Crocs, which is. So the Ogre kind of did his job for the first half anyway. He KO'd the Crocs. You can't really ask for more than that from a big guy to take out his opposite number. It's always nice when that happens. It's a real bonus. We do definitely. This is the thing though. Now we definitely want more skinks injured. We have to really put the hurt on the skinks. That's the plan. This works out right with us. Oh, so he's re-rolled it. Again, there isn't really much reason why he wouldn't re-roll it. There's very few turns. He's got to re-roll a turn. He may as well start using them. We do need to start. We are kind of. This is kind of unfortunate. We do need to stop losing players. Again, I mean, this is not. None of this was ideal. All this getting involved in this big brawl with the Lizardmen, none of that is particularly great. It just so happened that way because of the way the ball fell. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yep, it is. It is the team originally. As we've been replacing players, that'll do. Go on, injury. Oh, no injury. As we've been replacing players, we've been naming them after followers and followers and such. But when the team was originally created, it was just all 90s action movie stars. That was what it was. I feel like we're almost certainly going to have to get down the pitch as much as we can now and score. Has this guy got sidestep? Yeah, he's got sidestep, which is a problem. But we still have to take the block. We can still dodge away if we have to. It's not the end of the world. We would very much like this guy to go down.
Help the ball carrier.
Stun, not ideal, but it works. And now we probably just go as far down as we can, really. Again, as long as we're in a situation where the only people that could reasonably reach us are like 1 or 2 skinks, I'm not overly worried. Yeah, Wesley. We had a Wesley Snipes and all kinds of Sean Bean. I just stuck in there because I like Sean Bean, and he was in Ronin, which was a great film. Although that was probably from 2000 or something. I can't quite remember what else he was in. But yeah, we had all the greats. We had a Mel Gibson. I'm not sure if we had a Danny Glover in there, but Jackie Chan and Jet Li and all them. Right, this guy has dodge again, so I don't feel too bad about dodging away. Yep, we had a Jet Li. We had a Jet Li. Not quite sure if we still have a Jet Li. And I would very much like to just dodge guys away wherever possible. I don't really see any reason for us to be standing next to all these Saurus. There we go. We've had a dodge, but oh, the KO! The KO. That's a shame. So we're getting a lot of KOs, but who else did we? I'm not quite sure who we had. We had a Schwarzenegger as an ogre, but the Arnold Schwarzenegger ogre died. And then not quite sure who else off the top of my head. I'm not quite sure who we've had die over the course of the human team. But Bruce Willis definitely started off. Bruce Willis was rubbish at the beginning. He single-handedly did his best to try and throw every game we were in. He was dropping the ball and failing passes, and everything that could go wrong went wrong for Bruce Willis. But he somehow kept picking up MVP, and somehow turned into like the most highly level player on our team at one point. So he's got a bunch of points now. He's still going strong. Bruce and Jackie are our pretty solid high level blitzers. Most of the blitzers have done well for themselves actually. Steven's done alright. I really should have given this guy a ponytail, but didn't occur to me at the time. Yeah. Schwarzenegger got wrecked. He got outright killed by a Minotaur, I think. And then we had another one. I can't remember. Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay. Right, what do we do here? He didn't stand any of the skinks up, so unfortunately we don't get to punch him. So I feel like we just score. He's going to get 2 turns. Could he? Like this guy could maybe make it. Which is this is all. Now stalling anymore is a little bit risky, so it's unfortunate, but we are going to score. I would very much have liked to have punched another skink, but let's just do this, see if our KOs come back, see what happens. I feel like as much as it would have been nice to stall the extra turn, at some point you've just got to be like, okay, I'm going to take my points where I can and see what happens. So his Croc stayed down, which is nice. And we got 2 back. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. And now we just see how we go now. We're very much like a tackle guy on each side.
Now it's time to think defensively.
And there we go. Where are the rest of our? Have we got 2? Have we got an injury and a KO blitzer? Oh damn, that's a little harsh. Yep, 3 turns we get another KO roll. I feel like we're all right. I mean, we have subs, and we have the you know, we definitely have the capacity to get all our players back. So I'm not overly worried about that. It's just that he is perfectly capable of scoring in 2 turns. We kind of need. It would be nice if we yeah, we need the KOs back as much as he does. We definitely need a couple of goes here. So taking the score was yeah, it was too risky to stall anyway. But yeah, no, it would be very nice if we could get a decent kickoff event here. That would be lovely. Or even just a really good kick, like a kick that makes it all good for him to. I mean, if he does load up like this, we are almost certainly going to try and kick it, unless I've made the mistake of. Oh no, I did. I put him in the right place. Sometimes I forget that I have a kick guy and I need to make sure he's in the middle somewhere. This time I got reasonably lucky that he was here. Yeah. We just need to stall for 2 turns and see what happens.
Is that Lord Borak down there in front row?
I think it is, Jim.
Is that Blackneck? Welcome, man. Welcome very much to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm glad you decided to say hi in chat. It's always nice when people come and type in the chat. If you've got any questions, by all means ask away. If I don't answer them, I'm sure there are other people. If it's about Blood Bowl specifically, there are plenty of people who are in the chat who are very good about helping people out with different things. So by all means ask away. If you've got any questions about me, I will do my best to answer them. That's kind of unfortunate. Like, we would have liked him to have had to pick the ball up. I mean, he still has to catch it, so it's not certain that he does it. But now he gets to use a reroll for free on the catch. I thought, anyway. I thought you could reroll that. But yeah, Blackneck, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Never played Blood Bowl and just trying to figure out if I'm going to start. No problem, man. No problem. Have a watch for a little while. See if it takes your fancy. But if you like I said, if you've got any questions about any specifics in the game, by all means ask away. I'll do my best to answer them. And there's plenty of people, people who play Blood Bowl are generally very good about helping out newer players.
That's a dangerous place to be.
So yeah, I'm either way, I'm glad you stopped by. This is okay for us. I assume he's going to wrestle. I thought he was going to wrestle there so he could. No, he wouldn't have been able to. This is better. Yeah, so he's going to go again. He's going to go with the deep threat skink again. The good thing for him this time is that I don't have a tackle guy free, but I am just going to run a guy over, take my 2 dice block. There is a possibility. There is a possibility of surfing a Saurus. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but it can be done. We will have to see about this. It depends how. If he fails to pick up the ball or something, then we're almost certainly going to try and surf the Saurus. If he gets his hands on the ball and runs down here somewhere, it becomes a lot riskier.
The attacker has an assist.
But I feel like we might do it anyway. I don't know. Like, where's he? The thing is he can't pick up the ball and come running down here, because where on earth is he going to put that skink where he's safe? Like, that's the thing. Like, how is he possibly going to make that skink safe unless he literally just passes right now? I'm not quite sure about this. I don't know. Well, there's the first pickup roll. Oh, so he's made the second one. So what is his plan here? I'm not quite sure where he goes with this. Okay, so he's going to go stand over there. I really don't feel like. I mean, so his play next turn. Like, now, his only option is to run, hand off, run, pass. Like, that's the way he's going to go next turn. So, okay, we can live with that for now. It's a shame that we do have a guard guy here. This is going to be 1 dice. Oh, it is doable. It would require a dodge and another 1 dice. So I feel like we might do this first. We might stand this guy out. Definitely going to stand this guy out. And this guy. We'll go stick the ogre next to hit this guy if we can. Because the other thing is as well, like, he cannot dodge this guy away first. He has to do the handoff. So this guy is going to have to take the handoff in tackle zones now. Yeah, this is kind of. I'm surprised he didn't make more of an effort to get down the field here. But whatever, each to their own. He's decided to go about it this way. Now it's just a case of trying to get... Oh, do we want to... We've got no reroll. Oh, it's just so... I wish there was a better way we could get guys over here. But we can't because we need the... You know what, we're just going to do it. There's not really... He went down, which is, you know, it is what it is. There wasn't really a better way we could have done it. If we would have got a push there, I would definitely have tried to dodge away and taken a... Like, we would have followed, and then I would have definitely tried to have taken the one dice surf. Yeah, you can hand off and pass in the same turn. Like, he could run hand off and then run this guy and pass. You can do that. The only time you can't... Like, you can't blitz and pass with the same guy, but hand off and pass you can do. So you can get like a really long way in one turn if things work out for you. Right, here we go then. So that goes there, and then we get to blitz a skink again. And that's what we're going to do. There we go. So this is about as good. Like, I don't really feel like there's any way he scores from here. It's a shame. Shame that we haven't got anyone really close enough to foul that skink. But you know what? Oh, never mind. I might have tried it at the end. Never mind. But yeah, no, that half has gone. That half has gone pretty well. I mean, considering we had no re-rolls for the whole half, like it could have gone a lot worse. But yeah, like the like wood elves and dark elves, Skaven as well with the gutter runners. Like anyone who has team, like any team that has like a bunch of agi players, they do that fairly well. Yeah, to be honest, as far as the beginner friendly part goes, another KO. We're going to leave that. As far as the beginner friendly part goes, the campaign in this version is a lot better than it was in the old version. The campaign, as you play it, it slowly introduces each of the different things that happen as you go along. Like when you first start the first game, I think you only have to worry about blocking, and then as you get further into the game, it introduces, you know, strength and other things like that. So I will say that the campaign is a lot better at explaining things than it used to be. Also, if you're kind of a little bit worried about how you would find learning all the rules and stuff, I would definitely suggest before you buy the game, one, do what you're doing now and watch some people play it. But two, there are a couple of people on YouTube, or there's lots of people on YouTube who have done series of videos about introducing people to Blood Bowl and teaching them the basics. So I would definitely look into that. This is just if he pulls this off, I'm going to be a little heartbroken. But
They shot that ball out of their hand like a cannonball from a lead gun.
if he pulls this off, I may die a little inside. Oh, thank God! Thank God! But yeah, see, that's he did the handoff, and then he was going to do the pass there. But yeah, I would definitely look into on YouTube. There's a couple of people who have done little series of videos about introducing the basic mechanics and how blocking works and things like that. Yeah, the rule book is a great place to look as well. Generally, I don't point people to the rule book because I feel like a lot of people are probably going to find it easier to just watch like the YouTube videos and stuff and have people explain it to them as they go along. But yes, the rule book is always a good place to start. Did we get? We got. It's a shame our dirty player. We definitely want him back on the pitch. It's a shame we had dirty players off the pitch still. That's unfortunate. But yeah, no, I definitely would feel like that's the best way to go about it. Definitely watch some videos, have a poke around on YouTube for some videos which are specifically aimed at introducing people to the basics, and then go from there. Like if you watch the videos and you think, oh, I'm never going to get that, it's all gone straight over my head, then fair enough. But you might get enough of an idea of the videos of how you would find the game in general. It's probably the best way. The best thing I can think to tell someone who was on the fence about buying it for that reason, whether or not it's going to be too complicated. And again, it also depends on your background as well. If if you like, turn-based strategy games, or if you have a background in like tabletop games, which is this based on, anything from Warhammer, you'll probably have a bit of a leg up and such. So, or there is always what RJ said, which I shall not mention. Yeah, it is like I wouldn't. The reason why I like when people ask about the game and they're on the fence about buying it, like I'm very careful about saying to people, "Oh no, it's fine. It's a really enjoyable game. You should just buy it," because I wouldn't want to, It is for me because I know the game, and there might be other people out there who like really struggle to enjoy it because it just requires a lot of knowledge about the rules. I'm with Guitar Bot. I personally think it is a reasonably tough game to learn, but it is well worth it because it is very enjoyable. But not everyone might feel the same, so I definitely advocate, watching a few, at least put some. Nowadays, for any game really, with the internet the way it is, and with Twitch and YouTube and everything, like I virtually never buy a game nowadays without watching some gameplay videos on YouTube and watching some people play it maybe, and just to get a bit of a feel for whether I think it's for me or not. I think that's definitely a smart way to go. And as far as the question about the Nurgle, the thing about Nurgle is, and what is kind of hilarious about Nurgle, is Nurgle's whole game plan is making it so that the other team can't do anything. That's what they do. Like, Nurgle just get in the way and become a roadblock and make it so that you can't pass and you can't pick up the ball, and because they have this thing. The Nurgle version of a Chaos Warrior has a thing called Disturbing Presence, and it's basically like a big area around the Nurgle Warrior that gives you a -1, I think it is, to like all pass rolls, catch rolls, pick up rolls, everything. So Nurgle just get in the way and be awkward and laugh at your ineptitude. That's basically what they do, and then they slowly grind you to death. They are both a lot of fun and extremely frustrating to play against when people know what they're doing with them. I would very much like to Bonehead maybe? No, Bonehead. I'm almost certainly going to run a blitzer down here, and the idea here in this half is kind of twofold. If things go really well early on, great. If they don't, I just want to make him score quickly. Like that would be fine. I would quite happily take him scoring in, like, say, turn 11. If he scores in turn 11 and I get the rest of the game to try and run down the pitch, I'm cool with that. Sweltering heat could end up being a problem, but right, you sir, stand up. You stand up. You are going to go give me an extra tackle zone here. And this guy's going to go down the pitch, mainly, again, to force him, more to just force him into an area. And just put pressure on the ball. What we need more than anything is pressure on the ball. And to punch skinks. That's the way we're going to go with this. We do actually have a reroll left this time, which is very nice. I would so love to have punched the skink to the floor there. Alas, it was not to be. You, sir, are going here. Again, we definitely want to. We're going to take 2 dice with the against the Saurus whenever we can. Stay. And then has this guy got? Right, that guy's got no block, so we are going to take a 1 dice here. If that guy had block, maybe we would be less inclined to do this, but block versus no block, I'll take a 1 dice. Stay. And then that's about it, really. No, we take our 2 dice here last. I almost forgot about that then. Well, you always want to take a 2 dice with the ogre. Shame we didn't get, like, injury off the mighty blow, but again, that's about as good as we can hope for here. We just want to try and tie up skinks, punch them as much as possible, and see what happens. That's the plan. Definitely the plan here. But yeah, that goes for like, sorry, what I was talking about before about the videos and stuff and games in general. Yeah, I think nowadays with most games, you know, it's so much easier nowadays to actually look at people playing the game. Like, I try not to do it too much because obviously, clearly, you don't want people to spoil the whole game for you. This game is, you can't really spoil it because it's just me playing other people. Yeah, you wouldn't do it too much because you don't want people to spoil the game for you. But it's so handy to be able to get a little idea, of what's good. And yeah, it does, like it is awkward. Don't get me wrong. I would never say. That's why I'm trying. I wouldn't want to be like blasé about it and say, oh yeah, the game's easy. Everyone should buy it, because it might not be for everyone. And it does take some getting used to. No doubt about it. It takes some getting used to. But I would say that the campaign is a lot better at introducing the game to new players nowadays than it used to be. It does do a far better job of it. And it's like any game. Like if you enjoy the game enough and you want to learn about it, then you will do over time. You just put the time in, and eventually you've played enough games that you know about all the little rules. That's the way I see it anyway. So, you know, I do hope you if you do decide to get it, I do hope you enjoy it. This is really good for me, the Bonehead. This gives us a pretty easy route into this skink. Like, I don't think now there's any way, especially again like this. I understand why he did this. I really do, because he gets a 2 dice block against the Blitzer, but I really feel like the more sensible play here would have been to try and protect this skink. It's unfortunate for he didn't knock him free, which is okay. We'll stand up, but yeah, I really feel like he would have been better off protecting the skink there. We're almost certainly going to stick a guy in here.
Get next to the ball carrier so you can block.
I definitely want to tie this guy up.
Stab him in the face.
Crimson Ghost, yeah. Yeah, honestly, a lot of it, again, I've said before, I am not the greatest Blood Bowl player in the world by any stretch of the imagination. There are a bunch of people out there who are far better than me. I'm fortunate in that I know enough about the game to at least have some idea of what I'm doing. I still make mistakes, but at least I kind of know what I'm doing most of the time. It is rough. It is definitely rough when you first start out. I would not disagree with that at all. It just takes some time. It does take some time. But as long as, this is the thing, like you say, if you're running around your first few games with your, like a chicken with his head cut off, that, as long as you're enjoying the game enough that you want to learn more about it, though, like, I don't feel like that's the worst thing in the world. There's plenty of games I've had where I've been absolutely rubbish to begin with. And Blood Bowl itself, I wasn't particularly spectacular when I first started. Like, that comes over time, that does. So, yeah, I think more of it comes down to just, as long as you're enjoying the game and enjoying the time you've got with it. And yeah, that's the other thing as well. I'd very much you can play against the AI. I'm pretty sure that I'll have to have a quick look at it when we're between games, but I'm pretty sure that if, rather than playing, if you get bored of playing the campaign and you want more of an opportunity to just play against a lot of different teams. Oh, the quad skulls. Yeah, that would be the route I would go. I would definitely play the campaign through to the end, because it gives you a lot of good tips, and it introduces things slowly as you go along. I would definitely play the campaign first, and then I think, if I remember correctly, that you can make a team and then set your team up to play against the AI in kind of like a league format, which might not be the worst idea in the world. That might be pretty cool. I've never tried it myself, but I'm sure it'd be pretty fun. I almost feel like I want to hand off to the catcher here again, because now the catcher has block and dodge. I just feel like the catcher having the ball is so much safer than anyone else having the ball.
Possession of the ball. Always risky.
So we're definitely going to do that. Oh right, so you can play in a league versus 31 AI teams, right? Okay. I mean, again, you don't necessarily need to do that, do you? You can just do. I think you can just do friendlies with like the pre-made teams, which is another way of doing it. Yeah, the quad skulls. No, there is no. Sometimes you just have to accept the fact that you've been quad skulled. Can this guy reach? He probably can. No, probably not. Without this guy could. So we're going to stick a guy here. This guy. Yeah, that is definitely a good shout. Like dwarves, we've had this conversation before. Dwarves are definitely a very good team for teaching you just getting in there and throwing lots of blocks. And humans are a very good team for teaching you that. Humans and orcs I consider very similar, because humans and orcs are they're fairly good teams, but they have a lot of positional players like the catcher and the thrower, and it gives you a good opportunity to pick a lot of positionals and get different skills on them and see how all the different skills work and go together. Like I really feel like orcs and humans are good, especially if you're going to play against the AI, where you can just have a lot of friendly games and just play over and over again. And then if maybe if a game's not going too well, just start over. Yeah, I definitely would not advise playing Skaven or Chaos first. Chaos, Chaos are one of those teams that I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who think, oh, Chaos are good, they get mutations and all this cool stuff, and they do. They're a really good team, but they're really hard to play early on. And if you're new to the game, trying to play Chaos is basically like putting the game on hard mode at the very beginning. So I would definitely suggest not playing Chaos first. But yeah, I definitely feel like the oh, that's alright. So he's gone for the 1 dice. He's going to re-roll it. Oh, he's got the POW. Never mind. Again, none of this is particularly atrocious for us. I mean, this was his. I'm pretty sure this was his drive that we're on here. And we can still quite easily chase this guy down. I turned an 1800 TVT into a 900 TVT. Yeah, that does happen. That does happen. It is definitely possible for that to happen in Blood Bowl. I think the biggest thing, not only with Blood Bowl, but most games in general, especially Blood Bowl to an extent, because of the fact that there's a large slice of RNG involved. Like, I would say to anyone who's new to the game, it's a bit like poker, only in the very specific fact that yes, there is an element of luck involved, but a good player will always beat a bad player. You can't just rely on luck and be like, oh, I was lucky so I won, or I was unlucky so I didn't win. It's not as simple as that. But I definitely feel like if you don't like randomness in your games, you probably won't enjoy it as much. But if you can handle the randomness and you find that fun, like if you've played XCOM and you liked XCOM and you didn't mind the fact that sometimes your soldiers were complete idiots who couldn't hit a barn door with a shotgun, then you'll probably get on with this game as well. You'll probably find this game reasonably enjoyable as well. God blimey. Nerves of Steel help there, that's nice. I'm certainly going to stand you up. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I definitely agree with you, RJ. That is not to say, by any stretch of the imagination, that you could be the greatest player in the world and you could just have died so badly that no matter what you do, you are never going to win that game. Yeah, that can definitely happen. Like, no doubt about it. But on like overall, over the course of, if you're playing in the open league like this, if you lose every single game and you're not willing to look at the reasons why you're losing, and you just assume that the only reason you're losing is because of bad dice, you'll always be losing because you'll never get better at it. Like, I think in this game, you know, games like this especially, you have to, when you lose against other people, you have to kind of put the dice out of your head, and then just try and think to yourself, oh, what could I do better to maybe not put myself in such an awkward position, things like that. I feel like that's the only way you kind of get better at this game. If you get really upset about the dice every game, then you kind of never end up getting any better than you were when you started, really.
He's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Yeah. If you don't like RNG, play chess. But no, I do I do recommend the game because I like the game. I really do enjoy it. But I do always try and see, like, this guy's been unlucky here with the 2 dice. He rolled a skulls here and he rolled skulls here. That's really unfortunate for him. Where's our mighty blow? Have we got? I feel like we've got a mighty blow. Did both our mighty blow tackle blitzers go off the pitch? Oh, there's one. Oh, is there? Oh, there's the other one. What a plonker. Okay. Oh, well, there's our double skull. I was trying to make life easier for myself by blocking this guy away, but
Less pressure on the ball. It's a good move.
yeah, I mean, as I said, like, I don't like this guy. This guy has he did have a little unlucky run there with the
I'll eat that ball. Losers win in the time left.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, Mogans. I definitely agree with you. It is frustrating at times when you have a plan and you want things to work a certain way, and then you roll such bad dice consistently that you just have a game where, you know, it becomes. Did I? Oh, my ogre fainted. Jesus. Oh God. The ogre's had enough. He's having to lie down. Oh, sweltering heat. Sweltering heat for the win. Did he? Oh, and his Crocs. His Crocs is up. Both the big guys. Both the big guys have decided to have a little lie down, which is always nice. Right. Sweltering heat is so funny at times. But yeah, no, I don't mind the randomness at all. I kind of enjoy the randomness because that's just kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit of a masochist or something. But I enjoy games where there's an element of randomness, as long as it's not just a case of like it's random for the sake of being random. Yes, there's a lot of randomness in this, but like a lot of playing Blood Bowl is learning. It's like playing poker. It's learning when to take the risks, like when to take a big risk versus a little one, and how best to minimise the problems you're going to cause yourself. Oh, I've messed up. I've left my kit guy somewhere else again now. I've got too distracted talking. But yeah, I do. Oh, we get a blitz. Nice. Yeah, this guy again. Like, I would definitely say that this guy's maybe could feel a little bit hard done by with the way the dice have gone this game. But that's not to say that the only reason he lost the game is because he had bad dice. That's not the only reason. It may have contributed, but it's certainly not the be all and end all of why this game has ended up the way it has.
Jim, did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob?
Take our 2 dice here, and we will punch him.
Question of what the fans are looking at. And who would you rather look at?
We'll go over here. Haha. Yeah, exactly. When you pull off one of them, when you pull off one of those last turn plays where like you dodge away, dodge away from 2 guys, pick up the ball, sling it down the field, and it actually works out. It's amazing. It's great. It is great. I do love it. But there's just been another solid performance for the humans. I will say, in all honesty, to this guy, we did have a big chunk of team value on him. I do like to always mention that when we're playing and we've had good games. This guy's done well. He definitely made life awkward for us. But I feel like with the 300k team value we had on him, we definitely should have won this game. I kind of think he probably would have done better if he went for like Wizard Bride Babe rather than the Halfling Chef. But I can understand why he did the Halfling Chef. I've done it before. I did it on one of my games to see if I could nick all the other teams' re-rolls and make them roll bad dice. Unfortunately for him, I didn't roll enough bad dice that the fact that I had no re-rolls made a big difference. Oh, that's unfortunate. And yeah, and again, like, he has had some rough block dice, but only like the last few turns. Like, it's not been all bad on his behalf. But yeah, I definitely feel like if you had to watch the game back, I definitely feel like I've had marginally better dice than he has this game. I certainly feel like that's the case. You stand up. You stand up. Three Crocs TDs in one game. Jesus. Were they from touchbacks or? I assume they must have been from touchbacks. Or did your Crocs actually manage to pick up the ball or receive a handoff or something? Because that would be hilarious. If your Crocs did, he is the greatest Crocs in the world. No, you know what? I was just thinking, do I want to stamp on a Saurus? But I really don't. We're good. We're good. Don't really. It's not really a worthwhile foul at the moment. Oh no, I want to go here. One touchdown. Jesus, man, that is an amazing game for a Crocs, because if yeah, getting him to actually catch the handoffs is an absolute nightmare. So good on you for that. I would love to get the Ogre some touchdowns. Unfortunately, my Ogre always seems to be in a man fight with their strongest player or lying down off the pitch because he wants a rest. Yeah, I did think that at the time, but to be fair to him, he's actually survived a lot longer than a lot of the other people. So yeah, I have no doubt that eventually he will die. But as I've said before, I tend to play Blood Bowl under the impression that all of my players are going to die at some point relatively soon anyway. So
they'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
they are all dead men walking. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I suppose, because then he doesn't have to re-roll the catch. Wait, does he pick up on a 5 or a 6? I can never quite remember.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
So he gets his 2 dice here again. He's done. These little skinks, this pack of skinks, have done well to. Every time I've sent a blitzer down there to tie him up, they've just ganged up on him and punched him away, which is good.
They've grabbed the ball. A wise move, as it's quite fundamental to the game.
But unfortunately for him, again, there is nowhere he can put this skink where he's going to be safe. Like, he's going to get blitzed 2 dice regardless. Oh, 5+. Right, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Where's the thrower? So the thrower is almost certainly going to be the guy that picks up. This guy can score with a going for it. So we are going to blitz this way with the mighty blow guy and see what happens. That's unfortunate.
Player needs to secure it, and fast.
Really sucks. I would very much like to have.
Look, twinkle toes there.
That's okay though. We want to go in here. We'll see. We'll take a 50% pickup.
That's gutsy and brilliant.
How much is the pass there? 67%, 67%. Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Let's go. Sean Bean is a legend. Oh, you failed the catch, you git. To be honest, I probably should have kept the ball on him and just done it that way. That's all it was it? Was it just a clever bait? you pretend you're going to hand it off, and then you just drop the ball on the floor and go, oh no, I've dropped the ball. Please, Mr. Elf, go and pick it up. And then when he jumps in there to get it, you just kick the crap out of him. Always nice. Always nice. But yeah, no. For someone, I can't remember who it was earlier on was saying that I'm good at this game. I'm okay at this game, and but a lot of me being okay at the game, it's just time and practice. That's all it is. It's like anything. You play it enough, you get a little bit better. As long as you do it with the right mindset. As long as you're of the mindset that, you know, you don't blame the dice. Just try and figure out how you could have done things a little bit better, and you will get better. We still might nick a last little touchdown here. So the plan here is, I mean, we could, nah, because then we have to do the catch. I feel like we always take 2 dice against the skink because pick up with a reroll.
Not enough tackle throws on that ball. And now the opposing team has
this guy. He's had so many chances to I should have typed GG before.
I thought my heart would almost
The one thing that's unfortunate is you don't get a chance to say good game to people after the game. Like, I always forget because I'm worried about what I'm going to do, and then I realise that the game's over and I'm like, oh, I forgot to say good game. That's unfortunate. We will re-roll that. Yeah, 90k. Schalke always 1 point away. And I'm pretty sure that was the guy we tried to score with twice, so that's a shame. Catcher got another. The catcher's racking up points really quickly, which you would expect. Ever since we bought the catcher and he got his level ups, he's been a bit of a beast. What are we up to now? 21, 3 and 4. Not a bad little run so far. Not a bad little run. And like, I'm not gonna bother going over the disclaimer again that I'm sure one of these was a little bit spurious with some weird bug. But yeah, no. I feel like we've had a good little run on the human so far. I do like the human team. I feel like as far as a human team goes, there were some things. More like a pundit who happens to be managing the team. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just chatting away. I feel like I hope it's good. That I do try. The reasoning behind it is I feel like it helps to for one. I'm kind of new to streaming on a regular basis. I've never really done it extensively, at all really, before the last couple of weeks. So I'm still kind of trying to find my groove a little bit. But I do feel like it's definitely worthwhile for people watching, if they're trying to find out more about the game, for me to try and explain both sides of it as best I can. Like, try and explain what I'm doing, and then also try and explain why I think they're doing what they're doing. So I hope it's all right. I hope it's not too much rubbish. But yeah, as far as human teams go, we had a couple of things that went very well for us with this human team, which has helped us out a lot now that we're a bit higher in the team value. Namely, that we had a couple of linemen, Chow Yun Fat and Wesley Snipes, who rolled doubles on their very first level up, which gave us an extra couple of guard pieces, which we really do need. Like, this, having 2 linemen with guard is is so good for us. It really, really helps. The thrower rolling the double for the strong arm is again really good, and this catcher rolling plus strength and a double for nerves of steel is amazing. Like, this is amazing for us. All these things went really well for us. So I do really enjoy this human team at the moment. I have no doubt that at some point soon it's all going to come crashing down around us and some chaos team is going to kill us all. But until that happens, we're having a good run of it. We've got a pretty solid team. What we do need to do is once we get like a level 2 on this guy to get him blocked and level 2 on this guy to get him blocked, we do need to kind of start subbing in these other linemen wherever possible to try and get some points on them. We really do. Ideally, we would like to score some touchdowns.